Hi everyone, so I'm back with my Twinkies to show you all how we achieved this cute and simple hairstyle which is perfect for kids, and we would definitely love to show you guys more hairstyles going forward if you're interested, because I make the twins hair once every month all by myself and it's always fun. We kind of use it as our girls time, you guys. You know how like mother-daughter time, it's always fun, although sometimes it can be really taxing, like making their hair, all by myself, but it's actually fun and I enjoy making them look so good. Okay, so all you're gonna need is some braiding hair, and this brand is currently my favorite. I used to use Expression, but this Spectra braids makes Expression look like a joke, you guys. Like, seriously, it's already drawn out for you, so no need to start cutting, measuring and stretching. Like, everything is already done. And you also need some elastic band, some beads, some colorful headbands, hair bands, and also gel. I'm definitely starting with Angelique, and she's saying hi. Okay, so I like to first section their hair first when it comes to this particular style, so I would know exactly how many braids I want to achieve. This is also done the same time we filmed their natural hair routine, so their hair is very clean and ready to be braided on. And for this style, I always look at the kind of the shape of their head and just kind of envision how many braids I would like to achieve, with each section of the hair. So how I normally do it is I section like two at the back, and then I like to do kind of one at the middle of the hair, as you all can see. So that makes it three. So one, two, three, and then the remaining parts I like to section it into five, I think. So altogether it's gonna be eight, like eight sections. And then with that eight, I also like to kind of section each part into two. So the measurement I have right now is eight. Like, I sectioned her hair into eight parts, and then with each part of the eight parts I'm going to braid two braids on it. So altogether we're going to achieve 16 braids. I don't know if I make sense, but that's kind of the easiest way to explain what we are doing here. So I like to first of all section before then I go ahead and start braiding. Once I'm done sectioning, I always like to start from the back of the head to begin to braid. So I like to just pull up the section that I want to start with, and then I like to go in and apply a gel, and then go in with a brush kind of to smooth out the hair, because I don't like it when I'm done braiding their hair, you see kind of their natural hair all kind of all over the hair you packed. So the gel just helps to put their hair all together, and then I'm going to go in with the braiding hair. And another thing about this braiding hair, you guys, is as you can see it comes in three packs, and it comes in one pack but it has kind of three. So normally I use maybe I would say two and a half of the braiding hair to make one person's hair. So normally I always get probably two packs, so one for one person and the other for one person. But even with that one pack self, I don't even finish it on one head, because the hair is actually very big. And another one downside I would say that I experienced with this braiding hair is the fact that I'm not used to making my girls long hair. Like, this is actually the longest hair I've ever made for them, and they kind of love it. They told me, "Mommy, we want our hair to be this long," and I'm like, you guys are just lucky, because the braiding hair I got was so long, because I searched online. I searched like all over Google, you guys, looking for this particular braiding hair, and it was all sold out. So I was only able to see I think 20 inches, but normally I would do maybe 14 or 16 inches for my girls. That's like the length I always like children to have. But since I wasn't able to see the 14 or 16 or even 18 inches, all I could see was 20. So I had to just, make do with the 20. And another thing is, because of the fact that it's already stretched out, so there is no way you can go in and start cutting. So you're just gonna be forced to use it with that length. That's kind of one thing I would say is a downside to this braiding hair. Apart from that, it's just a beautiful hair, and as you all can see, it gives a very neat, like it gives a very very neat braids. Like, I'm not a professional when it comes to braiding. I actually didn't know I know how to braid until I had my girls. I had to like really really learn how to do this, because before I used to take them to one African lady that, she has a braiding store right by my house, and she would always charge me like maybe 70, $80 for one person. So at the end of the day, I find out I end up spending almost $300, and then by the time you buy the braiding hair, it's already almost maybe $250 or something, and then you have to tip. And we do this kind of, I would say, once every month. So think about it, once every month you have to spend like $250 to braid their hair. So what I did was, while I was taking them to the lady to braid their hair, I was just, also learning how to braid. So before I knew it, I started practicing and practicing and practicing, and now I would say at least I know how to braid, you guys. I can, braid them any style of hair I want right now. I just became a professional just from learning. So there's nothing like learning. You have to practice, you have to learn. As far as I was able to learn how to braid, you guys, you can do it. Please, you can save that money for yourself, or use it to do something more important, because I just had to force myself to learn. I just had to force myself to learn how to braid. And yeah, it's all been fun. We just bring out a day in a month, and I make their hair, and they really do enjoy it. They actually prefer me making their hair than us going to the beauty supply place to get their hair done. Okay, so I was actually explaining things that I forgot to let you guys know what I was doing. So with the first, whenever I want to start with a section of a hair, right, I always like to go in with kind of an elastic band to hold the particular section all together. It kind of helps me. But I used to try to apply the braiding hair on their natural hair directly, but I always notice that I'm not really good with that. So I have to always first of all go in with an elastic band to hold the hair, and then go in and braid. And like I was telling you guys about the length, I decided to also add some beads towards the end of the hair, so that way it will help me kind of shorten the length of the hair. Because as you all can see, when I add the beads, it kind of, I kind of use the remaining of the braids to tie the beads all together. So by doing that, it kind of also helps to lessen the length of the hair. That was kind of a trick I decided to use to be able to make the length not so long, because 20 inches is actually a long, length. But because of the fact I ended up adding beads towards the end of the hair, it just made it look kind of moderate. It made the length not to be like, it made the length to be okay for the kids. It didn't make it overwhelming for them, just because of the fact that I added beads. And I'm just going on to finish up the hair, because I still have one big head to go. After I'm done with Leaky, I'm still gonna go over to Angel. So you guys, you can imagine. And normally I always like to finish up with braiding before then going into trim and also to add beads. But I was just like, let me just, like, since I was able to section the hair into 8 parts, I decided to like kind of braid 4 parts, which is 8 pieces of braids, and then trim and add some beads, and then go ahead and finish up with the remaining 4 and then add beads. So it made it so much easier. It didn't make it too tiring for me, because I hate it when I'm done braiding and then I have to go back and start trimming and start adding beads. Like, it made everything all very, very quick. It made everything seem quick for me, you guys, although it wasn't that quick, but it made everything, you know, seem quick. And also, whenever I'm done with a particular braid, I like to add some colorful kind of bands to it. I just like having my kids, you know, with some colorful hair on their head and with some colorful bands on their head. And over here I just boiled hot water, and then I put the hot water in a towel, and then I'm just going over each hair, each braid with the towel, and this will help kind of make it much more straight, and it will make it relax on her head. And this is it, you guys. This is the first head, the first big head I just finished, and as you all can see, it looks so cute on her. She hasn't seen herself in the mirror yet. She had to go see herself while her sister takes over. And for some reason, I just started loving the length, you guys. As you all can see, like, let me know what you think about this length. Is it too long, or you think it's just perfect? For me, after it was all done, I loved it. And now, yes, my madam is the second madam is here. She's seated, and I'm still going to do the very same thing I did with Licky. I'm not going to show the whole of Angels because, you guys, it's just the same exact thing I did with Licky that I'm doing with Angel right here. I'm really just trying to give Angel some time on camera because we're basically repeating the same thing we did with Licky, but they always kind of stalk my videos, you guys. They always watch my videos, especially the one they featured in, and once they don't see the other person, they'll be like, Mommy, you showed this person and you didn't show the other person. So that's what we're doing here.
This is our finished hair. It looks so cute. So this is the back. Yeah. Now we're gonna be shaking our hair. Ah, no, dance.
Oh my gosh, I actually gave birth to myself right here. Like, I shared myself between both of them because this is the shakara you would see me do as a child. But yeah, you guys, I think this is all there is to this video. Like we said, we would definitely love to share more hairstyle video, like more kids hairstyle video with you guys. So definitely let us know if you guys would like to see more of this kind of videos, and we will definitely get them ready for you guys. And yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to hit that like button below and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And till my next video, I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.